I actually have different kind of mindsets for different lifts. I'm not kind of the one that kind of goes into like really, really dark places, you know, and thinks of that kind of stuff. I'm more kind of a happy chap, so like I'm always happy in day-to-day life, but in the gym, when I switch on, but I think more of just kind of like, you know, the positive kind of things. So the stone's probably that 286 world record. I'll talk about that because that's probably the darkest place I went to. That was, I was thinking Sinead was under there, you know, and if I don't lift this, she's dead, you know, and that's kind of like your wife, the person you love. So I kind of just was like, right, if I don't lift this, she's gone. So I did that, but then more for like the pressing and deadlifts, because they're kind of weaker things, I just kind of be like, right, I just have a battle with myself in my head, like, if I don't lift this, I'm a pussy, you know, and I always think I've lifted the weight before I lift it. That's one massive thing that's helped me with my mental state. So like if there's 450 on the bar, even if I've never touched it, I'll be like, right, I've done the lift in my head, then I'll go straight to it and do it. For me, I don't like to use too much energy, you know, and if I get too kind of like rallied up into like thinking of dark thoughts or thinking stuff, I also just crash straight away, and I've learned that kind of through the years of lifting weights. So I kind of just be as positive as I can, and you know, just not use as much energy and just go straight for it. But I always imagine I've done the lift before I do it, and then just go straight into it.
So you have a vision of you actually doing it prior to doing it.
Yeah. So like, for example, so like the world record in the 265 when I was in Ohio. Obviously, that was a bonus lift, you know. Went over there, Steve Slater was like, "Here's a 265. You want to do this?" I was like, I said to him, yeah, because I stood over it, the stone, visualized how to lift it, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to do it. So it was just basically, I went on stage, visualized it, stepped back, stepped forward, and lifted it over, you know. And I always do that with every lift, because that's how I kind of program the lift, and it works 99% of the time.
We've spoken about like visualizing success in the past, like visualizing that you're going to achieve something. Do you think that can be applied to other people's lives, like people who are just trying to be a businessman or an entrepreneur and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it is a massive kind of thing. I think you always should visualize your goals. You know, like as a businessman, if you want to own the biggest, if you want to own a whole street of stuff, you know, you should always visualize. You know, I always said I want to open a gym, you know, as well, and I visualized driving past places and be like, I want to own that as a gym, you know, and when it actually happens, you're like, this is cool. So yeah, I think you should always kind of visualize things in your life. I'm always kind of, just the way I am, I'm always kind of visualizing, not just in the gym, you know, out the gym as well, what can I do to improve myself, you know, visualizing if it's a task I've got to go in front of me. Even going on trains, I'm like visualizing the best routes, you know, I'm always kind of visualizing the route before I do it and stuff. So yeah, I'm always having that in the back of my mind. So
I think it's an amazing tool for success.
Yeah.
Visualizing what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like you've already had it.
Yeah, that's kind of the bittersweet thing. You've already had it, but you've not had it. So but you're more confident you're going to get it because you know exactly their plan to do it. You know.
So when you finally do achieve something you visualized, we spoke about this as well. You know what it feels like to have as well. So when you broke your record, you already knew what it felt like to have that record, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because obviously you have the King of the Stones title, you know, it comes a lot of pressure, you know, and you have to, like I said, prove it. So yeah, doing that 265, it wasn't I visualized, obviously out there I was wanting a 256, but I was training to visualizing for a 280, you know, 285 already. So I was like, yeah, 265's all right, you know. Just walk off and do it again. But you know, it's not being cocky, it's being confident and humble, and that's what the difference is, being cocky and confident. I was confident, I was there for a reason, you know. I visualized even before I stepped on the plane what I needed to do. Every day I was in my head just going over and over and over, and sometimes panicking, going like, am I visualizing this too much? But it was what I did. And then, you know, broke the record, came back here, said to them, let's do the 286, same again. As soon as the stone landed in my gym, I was visualizing it every day, like, you know, I know what to do, and it's worked since, so yeah.